Let's get things straight. God is God, and true devotion to Mary will never assume that Mary is more important than Jesus. True devotion to Mary will never lead us to believe that Mary is more important than God. But true devotion to Mary instead safeguards Christianity because it anchors us to the incarnation. There is no way to think about Mary outside of her relationship with Jesus. And in her relationship with Jesus, we see that God, who was outside of time and space, became a man to encounter us, to love us, which tells us, one, that God is all-powerful, but also that he desires to be loved, to be held. How many mystics have seen Jesus suffering, not as something that happened a long time ago, but as something that continues to happen now? We need to learn to make reparation for the sins committed against his holy name, but against his holy face. And when we see Mary, she teaches us to trust him, to love him, to encounter him, to see him. When we talk about true devotion to Mary, it's a way of running to her to see him. And the image that comes to mind is being there in Calvary, and you see Mary and she is kneeling down, and you see Christ. And so you run to Christ and you realize that he is far away. He's far away because his suffering is so perfect, and you are so broken that you say, I can't get too close. That looks painful. I can't encounter you fully. That looks painful. And Mary wraps her arms around you, pulls you up, and makes you look at Jesus face to face. There's a story of Padre Pio being beat up by the devil. And so the rest of his brothers come in and they're like, oh, what happened? And so he's on the floor and there's a mess everywhere, but there's a pillow under his head. And he said, the Mother of God came to take care of me. I don't remember if that's exactly what he said, but the point is that Mary doesn't tear us away from our cross. She ties us to our cross so we can encounter Jesus. And she says it's trustworthy. Do whatever he tells you. She teaches us to surrender to him. And she teaches us to meditate on his life because God became man. And now the second person of the Trinity will forever be man. The second person of the Trinity continues to suffer that because he chooses to stay on the cross, so you are not alone in your suffering. And by meditating on his relationship to Mary, we know that he is the Almighty God who desires to be loved as well. He doesn't know suffering as something that happened a long time ago. He knows it now. And by meditating on Mary, we see that he is with us always in this world, now and forever.